it means the education of these girls is disrupted, and schools in the grassroots or in the local communities, they are not able to see the bigger picture of climate injustice, food insecurity. Girls don't have food, they're not able to afford even at their home. So whatever they can get in exchange for bodies, they get food, then that's it. And so I really, really like what Eliana said, that we need to create awareness. And I pray that the summit that is upcoming can involve girls even from the grassroots, from the local communities, so that then their minds are opened to see the bigger picture, or rather the causes of some of the injustices that are happening in the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Brenda, for bringing out that very powerful connection, building on Eliane. That what comes out of a despoiled environment is food insecurity, which makes girls vulnerable to abuse and exploitation. That's a very good connection to see and to bring out, so that when schools think about all of these things, they look at them as multiple problems that are reinforcing each other, rather than one crisis. There is a text from the chat here from Alana Capelli, who appreciates this kind of conversation, but emphasize the fact that we should ask each person, all of us here, what action each one of us will take, whether short-term or long-term or both, to show that we are truly listening to children. Okay, for example, during this call, she herself has sent an email to our organization to ask more accountability, transparency regarding financial investments or pensions, to ensure that they are ethical. Okay, so that we pay attention to our own actions. Where do we take our investments? Where do we take our money? Which bank do we take care to know where we invest? So that the finances that we invest, anything that we take part in, does not promote the kind of things that we are condemning. Yeah. There is another contribution from the chat, which says that the children who suffer injustices, by and large, live in rural areas, in rural area communities. It would be good to make efforts to reach out to them as well. Yeah, most of the population in Africa actually lives in rural areas, and there should be preferential option, yeah, to reach out to them and ensure that they too are empowered, they too help to move out of poverty and be responsible citizens. Any other contributions? Lavinia, are you still with us?
Some notes on the Q&A.
Father Charlie, there's some notes on the Q&A.
That's what I just read. The last one that is there is something that you attended to. The others I've read, but the other one is, how does the education system, it's coming from Frederick, how does the education system, how can it promote awareness on the urgency of climate responsible finance through an adaptation school curriculum to the climate emergency? Just the kind of thing I was talking about now. Frederick is, posing this question: how can we take this to the classroom so that there's awareness that where we take our money matters? It can either promote the kind of things we are condemning or help to reduce them. So that kind of education. Maybe, Honorable, you'd like to come in, education as regards climate responsible finance, because we all have this narrow vision of what we may call sins or wrongdoing, but what we're being asked is to sort of build awareness so that we are more aware of that. There are a number of things that we do that we can regard as wrongdoing insofar as they do not promote life or they lead to an increase in climate injustice. Honorable Aboubakrin, would you like to chip in?
Merci, Monsieur Charles. Can I speak in French?
Oui.
Oui, je crois que actuellement le comité est en train de mettre en place une stratégie continentale. C'est le changement climatique et les droits des enfants. On l'avait dit aujourd'hui.
Honorable, please wait. Honorable, please wait. We want to see if Edith can support us in terms of the interpretation.
I think she can. I can help.
Okay. Oh, Charlie, you can speak French.
Bonsoir.
Good evening.
Oui, j'ai dit que le comité est en train de mettre en place une stratégie continentale sur les changements climatiques et les droits des enfants. On a mis en place un groupe de travail sur les changements climatiques et les droits des enfants. On aimerait tout que ces documents soient impactés par le sommet mondial sur le pacte financier mondial, où les États du Nord doivent faciliter le décaissement, ce qu'on appelle les décassements rapides aux États du tiers-monde pour essayer de pouvoir financer ces stratégies. Comme vous l'avez savez tous, il y a des milliers d'enfants, d'adolescents qui n'ont pas accès à l'éducation, qui n'ont pas accès à des soins de santé de qualité, qui n'ont pas accès à une solution efficace. On doit mettre en place un mécanisme de financement pour une justice financière mondiale au changement climatique et à l'éradication de la pauvreté dans les pays du tiers-monde. Vous me suivez un peu?
Yeah, you are hoping that some of the things that you care about, and you're hoping that the forthcoming Global Financial Pact meeting is going to impact on how states work and how things work, so that we can increase access to education and access to several other things. Because we have an opportunity with this for upcoming Global Financial Pact meeting.
Et ce sommet doit nous permettre, surtout au pays du tiers-monde, de doter nos enfants de connaissances, de compétences, et pour devenir des acteurs de leur propre développement. Parce que nos États ont des problèmes pour les enfants et accès à des soins de santé de qualité. Les enfants n'ont pas accès à des soins reproductifs et sexuels. Les enfants ont des problèmes d'accès à des soins de santé. On a le problème de grossesse des adolescentes. Ce sont des défis auxquels on aimerait que ce sommet des pactes financiers mondiaux puisse influencer pour créer des financements à nos États. Vous savez, aujourd'hui, comme l'ont souligné nos enfants leaders, il y a beaucoup d'enfants qui n'ont pas accès à l'éducation. Il y a beaucoup d'enfants qui sont laissés à eux-mêmes. Voilà, les enfants qui n'ont pas d'éducation parentale. Tous ces enfants ont besoin que les États les prennent en charge. Donc, on doit lancer un appel aux États du tiers-monde de faire un plaidoyer pour que le sommet du pacte financier mondial puisse pousser les États du Nord à aider les pays en voie de développement. Et ça, c'est important. C'est ce plaidoyer qu'on doit faire et essayer de récolter le maximum de fonds pour essayer de permettre à nos enfants d'avoir accès à l'éducation, à la santé et aux services sociaux de base.
So it's just an emphasis on the problems that children are facing, and now this opportunity of the Global Financial Pact meeting, which will be taking place next week in Paris, France, especially pushing the countries of the North to support any work, any kind of effort that could make a difference and change the situation. Despite the fact that this meeting will bring together various actors from the global North as well as from the global South. And just before we begin to conclude, there is another contribution from the chat, which says, thank you so much for this great webinar. But there's a contribution that Rose Mwandawiro would like to make, that climate change has damaged a lot of people's wellness. It is made worse by corruption from leaders, making it difficult for the small earners to have quality education and food. All this is increasing child abuse. Okay, so we're looking at how different crises, different problems are reinforcing each other. Like Rose has mentioned, climate change and its impacts, but it's being reinforced by corruption and other evils that are making things worse, especially for children. And she thinks this is increasing child abuse. Lavina, I have seen you have joined. Would you like to make your last comment just before we go? Looking forward to Paris, would you like to make your parting shot as we look forward to the Global Financial Pact Summit? And at the same time, I ask Eliane and Claude to do the same. Starting with you, Lavina. Go ahead. Just your parting shot, your last words.
Okay, hi. Thank you, Father Charlie, for this opportunity. For me, I just...
Would you like to show your face for, yeah? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, if
yes, your face, yes.
If not,
yes.
You're able to.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. So, personally, I would like to ask for a full support to the kids and to, especially on financial side. I think that is all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Eliane, your parting shot, also thinking about the upcoming Global Financial Pact Summit.
So I just want to say that I'm also one of the people that are headed to Paris to meet many of the global leaders, also Emmanuel Macron, and I'm going to take all the information from this meeting to Emmanuel Macron and to the global leaders so they can understand what African people and what people in the global south are thinking about to improve the whole world. I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be a panelist. Thank you for everyone who has been able to join this meeting. Thank you for Lavina, His Honorable Father Charlie, me and Chloe, and everyone else here. I really appreciate what you've done, and God bless you all. Also, thank you to Dr. Najat. So yeah, I'm basically going to be submitting whatever happened here to France. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Eliane. Claude?
I'd like to say again, thank you for inviting me to come, and I would advise for everyone to focus on education and willingness to do certain things ourselves, because sometimes the government will not allow things. So people should go to certain schools and educate people, so then they know about the importance of fossil fuels and climate change. So then they know how to protect our world, because we are the future leaders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Flo. Is there any other? Oh, before we will leave you for the last, maybe Dr. Honorable Abu Bakrin, your parting shot.
Can I? Yeah. Yes. Shall I like that the child will make a great advocacy to the President of Africa pour améliorer. I want to speak in French. Want to translate?
Okay,
Demander aux États de garantir la disponibilité. Demande aux enfants de faire un plaidoyer au chef d'État de garantir la disponibilité des prêts pour créer plus de fonds pour financer l'accès de nos enfants à l'éducation, à la santé et à la nutrition. Demander aux États de faire un grand plaidoyer pour améliorer les conditions de prêt. Il faut créer des facilités de prêt aux États qui sont les moins développés pour que leurs enfants, ces milliers d'enfants, aient accès à l'éducation. Donc, ce sont des plaidoyers forts que doivent faire nos enfants aux chefs d'État au cours de ce sommet, dans les événements parallèles, pour essayer de dissuader nos États à faire plus pour nos enfants.
Thank you very much. There is just an emphasis there from Honorable Aboubakrin that children will have an opportunity and they should be given an opportunity to advocate before policymakers, before actually heads of state themselves and other leaders, to see how we can increase the financing education and financing social protection and everything that can support children. And here's an opportunity we have in France where global leaders will be gathered and an opportunity to plead with them so that the situation of children changes. Thank you very much. So I'll leave it up to you now, Fode, to wrap up and dismiss us.
Thank you very much, Father Charlie, my co-moderator. It has been such...
Sorry. Frederic wanted to say something. One of our partners.
Who?
Frederic.
Oh, sure. Frederic. Is she part of the panelists or she needs to be unmuted? Frederic. Go ahead, Frederic. Please unmute.
On behalf of the World Council of Churches, I just would like to say a huge thanks to all those who spoke in this panel and express our support also on behalf of our General Secretary for the way ahead to Paris, where your message will have to be really heard and implemented. So all the best for this journey, and we will accompany you and do our best to support you along the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Frederic Sedel from the World Council of Churches, with whom we are working together to support this children advocacy, but also other advocacy issues that will help humanity, especially promoting sustainable and responsible investments, because that's so crucial. Thank you, Frederic. And we're looking forward to more work together, especially at the summit for change. Yeah. Over to you, Fode.
Thank you very much, Father Charlie, for such a wonderful moderation and for supporting me through this process. I just want to close the meeting by extending thanks to all of the partners organizations that supported this webinar, and that is Jesuit, Children with Nature, World Council of Churches, and other partners that I might not know their name. Special thanks to all of the panelists here today that have supported with their statements and have given remarkable and historic statements that people and everyone here, both panelists, guests, and everyone else, to put in mind and should also take them into consideration and practice them, because my peers have given wonderful statements that are experiential towards their own knowledge and within their own scope of understanding on the issue that we are speaking about. So I want to conclude by also saying I'm in spirit with my peers that will be going to Paris. It's unfortunate. Jesuit, Father Charlie, Madame Dorati fought hard for me to get the visas, but due to the systems we have, but it's unfortunate. But I'm with them in spirit, and I also will be joining online from my home, and of course we'll be sharing and we'll be discussing with along with my colleagues, giving them support. Thank you very much, everyone. I want to say bye-bye. Thank you very much for coming to this webinar.
Thank you very much.
Charles, are you here?
Gracias, merci beaucoup. Thank you, everyone.
Gracias.
Merci beaucoup, Elia.
Asante.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Adios.
Merci. Charlie,
Oui.
vous êtes là? Ça, pour le visa, il faut faire un peu de... Ils m'ont demandé de venir le lundi à 13h.
Lundi à 13h. Lundi à 13h. Lundi, c'est le 19.
Oui, moi, de venir le lundi de revenir le lundi. Oui, non, c'est le 18.
Ok.
Lundi 18, c'est le 18.
19, je crois.